Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? So I think this ad is great. I think it's great. I love it. I think the page mechanics are really strong. Good balance. Nice sense of balance. Um, Couple of things I think we can do to really bring it home. But I want to talk about this guy first. This guy's not working. It's just too. It almost looks like a flyer. It's not warm. It doesn't have the warmth of this piece. I think we can clearly see that. That white background is so stark, it almost doesn't even stand a chance of promoting any sort of welcoming or warming feeling for the ad. And I also think that this is overdone. These like blinds for the background. Man, I get it. I mean, can you use it? Probably. Has it been done? Probably. But I just don't see the relevance of blinds. And do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's go back to that. I just think this ad is so much better. All right, a couple of things we can do. You got a lot of visual weight on the right-hand side, and I think it was very smart to assemble your type on the left-hand side, left align. Good choice. You're centered here, though, and if I draw a guide out here, let me just grab a guide, drop it right there. You're in alignment there. You're in alignment all the way down the page, except that is centered, and it's really thrown off the dynamics. This typographic composition up here is really super static because of that. My suggestion is to move this over and left align it as well. Okay, good typeset, good. And this looks fantastic. It really does. I really think your clipped image looks great. One thing I question is the white strip at the bottom of the ad. I would recommend not doing that. Again, it has that same kind of really calming or cooling effect that this white background does. And then don't get me wrong, there is definitely a time and a place for a white background, but I don't think a magazine ad is that place. So let's go ahead and pull that image all the way down. Don't stretch the image. You know how to resize an image, right? Constrain the original proportions. I think the black and white logo on such a dynamic piece is a mistake. My suggestion is this. I think that you could probably take this and move it down in the composition. I know you have this piece, and I would move this piece over here, move this piece down here, and place your contact information right there. Now, I think this is a mistake. The black and white logo, I really do. I'll tell you what I would go with. Let me see. Sorry, I should have had this up. Where are we? Okay, I would go with this one right here. And there's a couple of things that you can do here to make that work. You can actually go into this image here, isolate that pillow, and change the color of that pillow to match one of the colors in the logo. That's a really neat trick to draw harmony all the way through from your image through to your type and your logo. So try that. And then, like I said, I think this bottom area is just kind of the weak area of the ad. So, like I said, I think just try to rework that. You've got this image, you've got this information, and you've got the logo all to place, let's say, below, I'd say, that line right there. So think about how you're going to do that. All right? Awesome job. Really, really good job.